You come out of here on the floor. Let's rock some more. Come out of here on the floor. Honey, let's rock some more, yeah. Now when you get up here, don't you have no fear. Put your hands on your hips and let your backbone slip and work out. Minnie, come on, move up. Honey, move back. Shuffle to the left. Wobble to the right. Well, if the ladies see you're gonna hurt no knee. So not too fat. I like it like that. So work out. Yeah, baby, work out.
Work it, baby. Work out.
Honey, work out.
Work it, baby.
Baby, work out.
Work it, baby. Work
Shot and turn the joint out.
Work it, baby.
Yeah. Now work out.
Work out.
Work out. Work all night long. Come on, baby. Dance, pretty Minnie. Don't she look so good when she dance? Come on. Baby, round and round we go. Don't you know? Don't you know? Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Minnie, the band is swinging on the stand. We're moving in, we're moving out. Think we'll step out now in the dance with a shot. Now work out. Now when I tell you to shout, I want you to jump at it. Minnie, let's shout.
Shout, shout.
Honey, let's shout.
Shout it, baby. Shout.
Baby, let's shout.
Shout it, baby. Shout, shout.
Shout it, turn it out.
Shout it, baby.
Yeah.
Shout.
Now work out.
Work out.
Work out.
Work it.
Baby, baby, baby. Round and round we go. Don't you know?
Baby, baby.
Round and round we go. Yeah. Now work out. Work out. Come on. Round, round and round we go. Round and round we go. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. Woo. Woo.
Now, that wasn't entertainment. I don't know what is. Ladies and gentlemen,
dancing with me.
well, we had such a great time. Was that fun?
Man, that's fun.
All right, we're just going to adjust the camera here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Let's Talk About It with Minnie Foxx. My very special guest today is the impeccable, international Mr. Master Sir. What's the other one? King Duke.
Oh, now you're putting a 20 on it.
Grady Harrell.
Thank you.
Hi, Grady.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Good to be here. Hello, everybody out there
Yes, yes.
in live,
Ooh,
Facebook
we gonna
Live.
get a breath minute. Can we get a
Yeah.
breath minute? We're gonna get a breath minute.
Yeah, I'm
Get
gonna
some water.
give me a little water,
Get a little breath minute. Here we go. Cheers.
a little water.
Cause you know when you singing live
Well, you
and
still
it's
got
real, it's not Memorex.
You still got them dance moves, huh?
Thank you.
You look
I've
beautiful.
been trying to keep up with you. We had so much fun in Vegas.
Yeah.
I got to dance with you a couple of times in that
man.
song on
Yeah,
stage.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So you know when you're live, you gotta
Yeah.
take a breath.
Yeah, they understand that.
They gotta
That's right.
understand that.
Yeah, man.
So we getting a breath.
Yeah.
You know, Tito, can you pass me a tissue?
Tito's.
You know, Tito's.
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 Woo! Wrong kind of Tito's. If my son Grady's out there listening, he knows what Tito's is. Hey, Tito, you got it.
And you know, the ladies go for the fans. You know, we say
Oh, I
tissue,
know.
but we really mean
I'm
fan.
surprised you don't have a fan. What's
We
up with
really
you?
mean fan. I have a fan.
Yeah.
I
What's your
do.
fan?
I do magic wands and stuff, and my fan just magically appears
Oh.
at different times. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So here we go.
Oh, you got it.
And you know I'm
Yeah,
bling
man.
bling.
Always.
Gotta
Minnie's
have some
always got the
bling.
bling going, you
Gotta have
guys.
some
And it's so good to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
We're having a good time.
Yeah, man. It was
Yes,
nice.
and you know I had to wear my Grady Love outfit because Grady always does the phenomenal colors and sparkles and bling, so I had to make
Yeah, man,
sure
I had to-
that I was blinging for him.
Yeah.
Look,
I had to
wore
represent Sly and the Family Stones and the
Got my
Jackson
Grady
5
ring.
with this one.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah, you got the Grady
That's my Grady ring.
Yeah, man.
Bing, bing.
I like that.
We're going to take a moment and say hi to a few people that waved in. How about
Yeah.
that? Okay, so we are going to say hello to Dr. Rick Jarvis, Phil James, JJ Burgess. Hi,
Hello, you
JJ.
guys.
How y'all doing? Uh-oh. We moving the camera around here, this thing. Lynette, thank you for checking in.
Thank you, Lynette.
Yes.
Thank you, JJ Burris and Phil James and Mr. Jarvis. Thank you for hanging in with us. Stick around.
Yeah, stick around. So what we're going to talk about today is Grady Harrell and how you became this amazing, phenomenal, you just can't say singer, songwriter,
Yeah.
entertainer.
Yeah.
I like to say live performance artist because
Yeah.
that's what he is.
Thank
You
you.
are a live performance artist,
Yeah.
internationally known all over the world,
Yeah.
and that's where we're going to pause
Okay.
because I want to take the people back to memory lane a little
Yeah.
bit. Is that okay with you?
That's fine with me.
Okay, so we're cheating the camera here just a little bit, so because I want to make sure you see Grady. You know what I look like. We want to make sure we get Grady in the camera. We gotta match a little bit
I
too.
know.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always.
How about that? Always a
Yeah.
fashion statement. Let's start there.
Yeah.
The fashion statement you
Yeah.
have always been
Yeah.
for years. Your phenomenal wardrobe. You come on stage and you just have the bling, the sparkle, the shine, the color, the pizzazz, and it's always pretty amazing to see you perform
Yeah.
in those outfits. So, what makes you choose some of the wardrobe that you actually do?
Well, you got to remember, Minnie, I grew up in an era that was Motown and Stax and Philly soul, and you know you saw all those artists like the Four Tops and the Temptations and the Supremes and Michael Jackson and his brothers and the Marvelettes and the OJs. I can go on, and all my people out there who soul people from the 70s and 60s, you can identify to this. We used to wait for them to come on stage to see what they had on.
Okay.
So that influenced me a great deal. I mean, that's just the era when music was just so divine, and they looked good, they sound good, they dance good, and so that's the music I was brought up in, and I love that. So I think you got to look as good as you sound. I mean, I'm not taking away from the new artists at all because they got their own little vibe, and I love that too because I keep it real and I bite off of them as well. But my heart and soul is back in this bling, that's what we were brought up in. So that's where that came from, Motown and Stax.
So tell me, Grady, what is one of your favorite outfits?
Oh, I've got so many. There's just so many. I got I don't even have a favorite. But it's just so many beautiful coats that I had made, and shirts like this one I had made, and I just like a lot of colors. So if they're like purples and yellows and greens and blues like this, it's just like from the mod years back
Right.
in, when Ed Sullivan show was on and all those colors. So if it's colors, red, blues, lime greens, white, all those colors, I just love to represent the colors, like your dress.
Like my dress.
You're representing, yeah.
You just did something on stage that's just amazing, and people are like,
Yeah.
okay. So we're gonna fast forward just a little bit. We're gonna talk about Las Vegas and what you have been doing here, performing before the situation of the world, which we don't talk about on the show because plenty of people are doing that.
Yeah, man.
And blessings to everyone out there in regards to that. But when you were actually working on the strip and people were coming to see you, it was an amazing show. I used to bring a lot of people all the time.
Yeah.
And you all had a certain name for it that I want to take from you, what you said.
The Solid Gold Soul Show?
The Solid Gold Soul Show.
It was, oh man.
Ooh.
Yeah. That show was,
He didn't know I could hold that note that long, as in Soul Train. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You were amazing.
Thank you.
And you took an era of time of music, and you did phenomenal performances of these amazing gentlemen, which we're going to surprise everybody with a little later. But it was breathtaking. And I would say every time I came to the show, my favorite, I mean, of course, I enjoyed the songs that we danced on, like Workout, like we just did. And everybody twist.
That's the one I did on the Jackson miniseries, by the way.
Yes, exactly. So those were fun.
Yeah.
But one of my favorite songs that you did, and I'll let you say the song, I'm just going to describe it because you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a scene where Grady comes on stage and he's with this beautiful woman who's a dancer, and it's like she's mad at him. She packed her bags and she's trying to leave, and he's like, "Don't go, don't leave." And all of a sudden he breaks into this beautiful ballad. Don't say it yet. And you're sitting in the audience, and there's a scene where you pick her up and you spin her around in the air, and she puts her legs a certain way, and it was just amazing. So I'm going to sit back because I know he knows what song I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Sam Cooke, right? Yeah, right.
Can you look in there? Look at y'all looking
Oh,
at you. Gone, because you know, Grady, he's one man that can just sing at any point in time. I go, Grady, sing a song, and he's like,
if you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah. 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 That one? Yeah. Sam Cooke, and it was Lou Rawls singing up under the bottom, harmonizing.
like I was Lou Ross.
Yeah.
I was Lou Ross. That's what I was doing there. You know, I can go down real deep like that, y'all. Okay, so what was so extra amazing about that was that the ladies in the audience, because I'm sitting in the audience.
Yeah.
They're like, "Whoa, Grady! Whoa!" You know, and you're like, okay, y'all can't take Grady home. But they screaming and hollering and just sweating and fanning. And I was one of them.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite scenes in that whole production. I liked everything you did, but that was one of my favorites.
Well, it's always good when the audience gets involved. Now, I've never done Broadway before, but I talked to a lot of Broadway stars, and they said that if the energy is in the room, it gives back to you, so it makes you put out more. And so I'm happy to say that most people that came to this show, the energy was in the room, and so I gave my all, and the dancers gave their all. The whole cast,
they did. Everybody did.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Everybody did.
Almost 3 years we were there, and we might be back. That's just Ken Walker, who owns the show.
Yes.
Since all this stuff, he wants to start it back up. So we'll keep you posted about that. It would be wonderful to get back to work doing Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke, two of my favorite artists of all times, and that's just a blessing for me. Yep.
So with Jackie Wilson and Sam Cooke, that's what you specialize in, but you're also an original songwriter. We're going to go on that in just a moment.
Yeah.
But while we're talking about the Solid Gold Show, I want you to bring up the other artists that are in there and who they portrayed.
Yeah.
Like James Brown.
That's one of my best friends, Greg Debonair Laster. And he did a James Brown that was just impeccable. And he's just one of the hardest working guys I've ever worked with.
And
I love him.
Who else?
And then we had Tal, and Tal did Smokey Robinson, and then you had my best friend Pete Peterkin.
Yes.
Shout out to all those guys. We're like brothers. And Pete Peterkin did, of course, you've seen Ray Charles, Out of This World.
Amazing Ray Charles.
And Pete's the one that brought us all together, believe it or not, about 4 or 5 years ago. And then we all came together and did the Four Tops, and then my girl Victoria did a wonderful tribute to Dionne Warwick.
Yes,
so it was.
And I was Tina.
Artists. Yeah,
I was Tina.
That's right.
Yes,
yeah.
I was. So when you look at our video that we did in the story, I have you. And our guest is coming a little later. The two of you are together.
Shout out to E.C. Adams.
Yeah, E.C. Adams. And people were chiming in going, whoa, you got both of them? How did you get both of them at the same time?
Yeah,
Don't you see the hair? They were drawn to the hair.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, they're not going to tell
really
me. No, I'm just kidding. But a relationship of going on 39 years now. Oof. That we've known each other.
Bill was like 1 or 2.
Nah, I was 21. I just turned 21 last week.
Yeah.
So,
I'm proud to say I'm 80.
You 80.
So it's all good.
You look.
Garlic, cinnamon, honey, olive oil, and dark chocolate every day.
Dark chocolate.
80 years old.
Dark chocolate.
Yeah, dark chocolate's good for your heart.
Is
Google it.
Google it.
Honey,
it's good for your
cinnamon,
heart, like red.
all those 5
wine.
foods are. Oh, speaking of red wine.
Red wine is good for your
good for you
your
too.
heart too. It's supposed to be good for your blood. They say red wine's better than white wine.
I know it's making me feel real good about now.
Yeah, I thought that was cranberry juice.
It's cranberry juice. Oh, Raquel, you tricked me. Oh man.
Okay, we're having a good time here with Grady Harrell. Let's talk about it with Minnie Foxx live here at our social media, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube.
Yeah.
I want you to go to Grady Harrell on YouTube.
I am Grady Harrell.
I am Grady Harrell.
Oh no, on YouTube it's Mellow Baby or something.
You flipped it around.
Mellow Baby,
Okay.
yes.
Mellow Baby.
Or just put in Grady Harrell,
on
they'll
YouTube.
find me. Yes.
Yeah. And ladies, if you want to reach out to him, it's Baby Mellow Hotmail. I say that. And what is your handle on your fan page on Facebook as well?
Grady Harrell on Facebook, and the only way it's different is Instagram. I am Grady Harrell.
Okay. We're liking the I am Grady Harrell.
Yeah, man.
And the Instagram and all of that. Now, what's being really interesting is y'all know how the camera be flipping around and doing stuff when I'm chiming in. We say chime in.
Chime in, okay.
Yeah, chime in. When you see the names pop up, we call it chime in.
Okay.
Because it's a diva show.
Yeah.
We got to have bling and sparkle. And, you know.
I see.
So, Grady.
Yes.
I'm so excited to have you here today.
Me too.
Many times our guests hear me talk about stilettos because we say our stilettos to you because we're divas. And we don't do, hats off and okay and it's all good. We say stilettos.
Okay.
Stilettos off to you.
Okay.
Now, I chose a stiletto for you today because I said this month, while we're doing the Master Music Mix and bringing our phenomenal international entertainers to listen to and to talk to and to laugh with, what stiletto would fit Grady? Because I have red, blue, pink, And it's interesting that he would say all those beautiful colors that he loved. So you know what, Grady?
Yeah.
My stilettos are off to you, and you're the first one that I'm actually showing the stiletto to
that's
on
the kind
camera.
of stuff I like.
Bam!
Look at those.
Grady got the stiletto
That
with
is dope.
all of the colors.
Wow,
Look at
man,
that.
Those are beautiful.
That is a
Yeah, man.
Grady Harrell.
Well, I wouldn't expect anything less from you.
Stiletto.
Because you've been doing this since
Yes.
we've known each other, 40 years.
So you'd be the first man
Yes,
to
to-
handle the stiletto on the show.
stilettos.
But you can't wear them.
I don't want to wear them.
Good.
I don't even know how you guys wear this stuff with this thing on it like this. How do you walk?
It's pretty
That's
easy.
when you know women are stronger than men. I couldn't walk in there and just like, give me a break.
Our stilettos off to you. Let's talk about it with Minnie Foxx. Grady Harrell is in the house, and he has the rainbow stilettos with all his favorite colors.
All my favorite colors.
Isn't it cool?
Yeah.
And you're the first man to receive them on the
Wow.
show.
Thank you.
You're starting history.
I feel honored. I'm honored. Yes.
Speaking of that, you're real good at starting history.
Is that right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And the history
All right.
that he has is a phenomenal father of some amazing young men who are entertainers.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Harrell family.
Yeah.
I think my cranberry juice is kicking in. Harrell.
Yeah.
Harrell. Ladies, you got to roll the R and make it roll into the other R so you get the L at the end.
Yeah.
Harrell.
Okay.
Let's talk about the Harrell brothers.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got 7 sons.
Yes, you do.
And
I said he
don't want
made
to forget
history.
my
Y'all
3
wasn't
daughters.
listening.
So I got a lot of kids, and I started teaching them how to sing when they were really little. What if you ask them, they would always say, "Dad, why were you so hard on us?" But if you see them now, shout out to Brother and Jake and Papa, and they're so incredible. So I started them when they were very young, and out in LA, LA is very, very competitive. So I got them ready for the stage, and I started them singing in clubs when they were 13 and 14 years old. Grady, Anthony, and my sister Raquel's daughter, Canela. And they were called Papa's Results after my group when I was in high school.
Okay.
So I took them around, and they did so many talent shows and stuff like that, and finally came to the eye of Dr. Dre. And shout out to Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre signed Grady, Anthony, and their friend at the time, Jeff. They were called Serenade, to his Aftermath label when he left Death Row. Sorry. And so Dre treated them really good. They didn't have any hits off of that, but just the experience with Dr. Dre going over his house in Calabasas and hanging out, and there's a picture, with all of us at Dre's house. So they started, and then they started going forward, and then Anthony would he got this drum beat used to drive me crazy. Like I drove my mother crazy. What goes around, I drove my mother crazy trying to be Smokey Robinson. And I had a record player, so I used to always learn all Smokey Robinson songs. Well, Anthony started learning beats, and all I heard from my room is boom, chop, boom, chop. I'm like, oh, he's driving me nuts. But now he's one of the baddest producers in the business.
Okay.
And so they all formed a group. 5 of my boys formed a group called Brother, Brutha, and you can check them out on YouTube. And then they were produced by Jermaine. They had a show on BET called Brothers to Brothers, and then Jermaine Dupri had a hand in getting them signed at Island Def Jam, which was their first album was a blast. And then, of course, brothers, they fight, and they broke up, unfortunately. But now Jake and Papa are carrying the torch, and Grady and Anthony and I are and JR, we're doing corporate gigs. So it's going on. Everybody is always inboxing me, why don't you put your sons back together? But they're grown men now.
Yeah,
I can't do that. It's like, especially when brothers, they argue and they have disagreements, and I'm just tired now of trying to get them back together. If they gotta want to do it, because Jake and Papa are very, very incredible together. I always post their stuff on my page, but the 5 guys as a unit is just so magical. But
maybe they'll do a reunion show. You know how the Jacksons would reunion this year, and then in the middle of the year they were reunion again, and at the end of the year they were reunion again. So maybe the boys would do that. How about we convince them to come on the Let's Talk About It with Minnie Foxx and see if we can get them to perform?
That'd be great.
Yes.
I'd like that.
And we also have our Minnie Foxx talk show.
Yeah, I'll talk.
That's our YouTube show, so that's bigger than the Facebook Live. But although we have all of you wonderful people that are watching, that are checking in, like Terrence and Gerald and JJ,
you guys,
they all checking in. The ladies are going to start streaming in a minute. I only saw one of them up there. But what's real cool, we always give a shout out to those that are up there at the top. Yeah. Because they don't say anything.
Oh, really?
They just look and want to see you.
This is only the second Facebook Live that I've done.
Is it?
Yeah.
And this is the best one?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob Garrett.
Rob Garrett. Who's Rob Garrett?
Well, Rob Garrett booked me at Chianti's on December 18th, and I'm going to be back at Chianti's on April the 24th. So, but I think that's going to be my, I did a show, my musical journey on December 18th, but this show is going to be on the 24th of April, is going to be dedicated to Sam Cooke. So it's going to be Grady Harrell sings Sam Cooke.
Grady Harrell sings Sam Cooke.
Yeah.
Grady Harrell transforms Sam Cooke on stage. Yeah. And we're going to talk about that in just a minute. What I want to talk about right now, let's talk about it with Minnie Foxx. Grady Harrell, as a songwriter, master music performer, I want you to share with us one of your songs that you have written that meant a lot to you. We're just going to play it in the background a little bit.
Actually, this particular song, I didn't write it. One of my best friends, I would have sent you one that I didn't like, but this is one of my favorite songs by my friend Chris Dixon, and we recorded this when he's the master poet, songwriter, and this song is called Love You Down. It's oh baby, ooh baby, ooh yeah, ooh. It doesn't matter what we do, I just wanna be with you. Every time I think about you, lady, we can play a game for two. You do me and I'll do you. Together we just might create a baby. Yeah. First I'll make sweet love to your mind. Then I treat you tight through the night. Give it to you, girl, do it to you right. Love you down, love you down. I can't get enough of your love, baby. Love you down, just love you down, yeah. And won't mess around, yeah. If you only see this. Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful ballad. And you said who wrote that?
Chris Dixon.
Chris Dixon.
Yeah, he's my
Stilettos off to you, baby.
He's a bad dude. We're working. We're
gonna give him the lime green stilettos. I don't have him to show on the show, but you can get the lime green stilettos.
Shout out to Chris Dixon if you we got another tune that we're working on this Monday, and he's so incredible. We've been working together though for years and years. So he'll just send me a song, and he'll be like singing under it, and then I'll go in the studio and lay it, and that's how we did that one.
Okay.
Yeah, love you, Don.
So look, we were speaking about, and thank you, Chris.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Love you, bro.
We were speaking about Sam Cooke and Jackie Wilson, and we opened the show with Jackie Wilson, you know, and you have these phenomenal moves, and just over the years that I've had an opportunity to attend many of your performances, they've always sharp and precise. Yeah. Whether you did those moves 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and here and now, just precise. And I haven't seen anyone that can do the Jackie Wilson, I call it movement, the way you can. That
Thank
whole
you, man.
sachet, you know. So trying to keep up with him in the beginning of the show, you know, that's different. I'm the wiggle, twiggle, twiggle. This one is dropping it like side. This whole thing. That's okay. All right?
Thank you.
Starting with Jackie Wilson, we opened with Workout.
Yes, Baby Workout.
Yeah. And what is one of the other ones that you really love by him?
Man, I love so many of Jackie's songs. Well, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Ooh, wee. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Ooh, wee. Ooh, ah, ooh, wee. Well, she's so fine.
She's so fine.
Barry Gordy wrote that for him.
Yes, he did.
And that's called Reet Petite. That's one of my favorites. But Jackie's got a whole catalog of songs that I love. But the ones that I love to perform on stage is Lonely Teardrops is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Barry Gordy wrote that one as well. The chairman, shout out to the chairman, founder of Motown Records.
That's
Barry.
right, Mr. Brady Gordon and his beautiful daughter, Sherry.
Shout out to Sherry Gordon.
Hi, Sherry.
Yeah,
We love you.
Love you, Sherry.
Yes, yes.
And of course, Robert Gordy, my dude. I love you, Robert.
Yes, cousins.
So, hey, Ray Stewart. What's happening, baby? I see you.
Ray Stewart said, hey, brother.
Yeah, we got to work together, Ray. We got to do something. So, yeah, so Jackie's got such a catalog of songs. But
yes.
Reet Petite and, someone to care, someone to share lonely hours and the moments of despair. To be loved, to be loved. Oh, what a feeling to be loved. That one, written by Barry Gordy as well.
And that one currently has had a retouch.
Yep.
I don't say remake,
Yep.
but a retouch in Coming to America.
Yeah, man.
And that is the
1 and
song
2.
that
Yep.
they danced to.
Yeah, that's
yes.
right.
And I thought it was pretty cool that they did it again. What a phenomenal movie. Hats off to Eddie Murphy
and
as
Arsenio.
usual.
Yeah, man.
Arsenio,
Yep.
the whole cast. It was good to see pretty much every character come back in the spotlight for a moment and the new ones to come back as well. But Grady, as I mentioned earlier, as a phenomenal entertainer, you have done some acting in your world. Tell us about the acting opportunity that you had in Hollywood's lights.
Well, you know, as you know, growing up in Hollywood, you meet so many people, and I first started acting, you know, I really was singing, and then I started acting when I met this actor named Roy Fagan. You know Roy Fagan? Really good.
I remember Roy.
Yeah, his
light skin.
Yeah.
What are my office hours?
Yeah. Roy Fagan, if anybody don't know, he was the one hung over the balcony on what's the name of the film?
Robert
Townsend's.
Robert Townsend.
Yes,
okay, give me a minute.
Yes.
Red from the Five Heartbeats.
Yes, Red. Yes.
Was a music producer.
Well, his son, Rashawn
he hung
Fagan.
Like this.
Yeah.
He's going, ah!
Roy's son, and Rashawn is making a lot of noise now too. Rashawn Fagan, he's a great talent. But anyway, so Roy wrote this play, and I started this play, and it was a reach for me because I had to portray a comedian.
Okay.
So Roy, he beat it into me. We rehearsed, so that's when I got the acting bug. So I would go and I got some commercials and stuff like that. Yes, and then I was taking the funniest thing, how I ended up doing the tribute to Jackie Wilson. I just always thought that I was, and I started singing when I was 7. I just knew that I would be as big as Smokey Robinson or the Jackson 5. But it's so competitive, and I'm still recording, so I'm still here. Never give up on your dreams. And then,
but let me stop you there for a second. Okay, so Grady's very humble. Let's just say that. Looking at camera, Grady is very humble. Yeah. Grady, get a little closer so they can see that beautiful face, all that beautiful skin.
Thank you, man.
He's very humble. So when he says that the world of fame, like certain artists and celebrities in the world, he's already been there, done that. Yeah. He's just very humble about it. And the multitude of opportunities traveling above and beyond Hollywood, above and beyond Vegas. Yeah, you've been everywhere. That's true.
And I'm happy with my career.
But your mark. Yeah. Like people say this. Your mark. Put that thumb up. Your mark is all over the world.
Yes, that's right.
Amazing. And you can ask every lady that ever threw her panties or her shoes on stage screaming for Grady. I seen a bra fly on stage before too, and I'm like, ladies, he not going home with y'all. What's wrong with you people? But that's the impact that you have on the women, and it make the men do this. The men are like, hey, what's up? You make the men check themselves. Yeah. Because you're on stage performing and you're giving this inspiration and motivation to people through the performing arts. Yeah. But then some of your songs are so heartwarming and so heart-wrenching that people are like, oh my God, they feel better after they hear you sing. And on that note, we were talking about Sam Cooke earlier. And there's a beautiful rendition of Sam Cooke's song that you sing. I don't want to give it away because I'm going to let you sing it. However, it was played in Malcolm X, and it was one of the most phenomenal pieces during the Malcolm X movie, where everything just kind of stands still, and that thought in his mind as he's being maneuvered down the street, so to speak, and that beautiful, beautiful song is playing. And I just want to have you to bless everybody with that beautiful song. By Sam Cooke. They'll know what it is when they hear it, and I'm going to step away.
I was born by the river in a little tent, and oh, just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come, and whoa, yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. Oh, no, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come, and whoa, yes it will. I go to the movie and I go downtown, oh yeah. Somebody keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come, and whoa, yes it will. Lord have mercy now. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knee. And oh, there've been times that I thought I couldn't last for long, no, no. But now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come, and oh yes it will. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to talk about change is going to come for several reasons.
Okay.
One, it was a Black History moment for us when Sam Cooke wrote that song,
Yeah.
when he sung it, and what it meant to the world at the time that he actually performed that song.
Yeah.
And so there's a few moments that I want to talk about with that, starting with you. One, how does it make you feel when you're singing that and you know that people are listening to it? Because anyone that's in the 60s, in the 70s, that whole era for them was our Black history, from Martin Luther King to Muhammad Ali and those that were around, James Brown, everybody that was around, like the new movie that Regina King just did. And, you know, we give Regina King props for that. Love you to death. What a wonderful, phenomenal movie that she did to teach our young people of this era what was happening back then. Because a lot of people didn't know that those four guys that came together like that. It was pretty interesting. But what does a change going to come mean to you?
Every time I sing it, I just can't help but think of Sam, because I love Sam Cooke so much. But I know that I'll see Sam Cooke in the resurrection, and we'll talk, because Jehovah said that he'll resurrect everybody who died, their sins being paid for. So I look forward to seeing him and so many others, Bobby Womack and Jackie Wilson and Aretha Franklin. They're just sleeping now in the grave. And so that being said, I feel like I've listened to his music so much. I feel like he's a part of me, Minnie.
Right.
And so the thing is, like, you know, there's songs that he sang. Like, all Sam Cooke fans know that before he started with his solo career, he was basically singing with the Soul Stirrers.
Okay.
And he sang so many beautiful gospel tunes. Like one is "Whoa, there was a woman in the Bible day. She had been sick so very long. When she heard my..." So anybody that knows Sam Cooke know that he wrote that song,
Right.
The Hem of His Garment, when he was 19 years old. And he joined the Soul Stirrers. So I feel like he's a part of me. I met his brother, L.C. Cooke, when he was alive in Chicago. And it's just, I wanted to learn everything about him. So when I hear that song, to answer your question, every time I sing it, I just feel like I'm a part of Sam Cooke, because I love him so much. And he was passionate about his music, so that's what I feel. And it takes me back to the civil rights movement, of course.
Yes.
Because everybody don't know that that song wasn't a hit until Sam Cooke died. He died, unfortunately. He got killed in that sleazy hotel over there on Figueroa Street. And that's another really horrible thing that happened to such a beautiful man. But he had written that song and recorded it, and they didn't release that song until after he died. And, you know, it really didn't blow up until it written really crazy when Spike Lee used it in his movie.
In the movie.
And that's when Change Gonna Come, everybody sings it. So it's a beautiful tune.
And when you say everybody sings,
yes,
they do. It's sung at funerals, it's sung at
Every
birthday
time.
parties, it's sung at weddings, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And what an amazing contribution to the world.
Oh, man.
that Sam Cooke left.
So incredible.
I'm going to share with you a moment in which I sung A Change Is Going to Come. And I thought about you when I actually sang it.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to give to that moment in history what I felt you give.
Mm-hmm.
However, I used it in a production. It was a domestic violence piece where the man comes on stage and he grabs the woman and he's actually, slapping her around during the course of the song.
Yeah.
And when it says, and then I go to my brother and he winds up knocking me back down to my knees, etc., that part. When it got to that part of the song, that gentleman, I'm the character, he grabs me and he's pushing me around and slapping me around on stage, and I'm actually singing.
Wow.
And I wanted to give to it what I saw you give it.
Yeah.
Okay? The only difference was that I had cotton across the top of my mouth to look as if my face was swollen. I was crying. I had a black eye, a busted lip, and I'm subjected to this physical abuse that was in this play production. We're talking about a play production, not real life, everybody. Let me be clear. No one's done that to me. We're talking about a play production. Don't take it out of context. Thank you very much. So during the course of that, when I go to my brother, I'm stepping to him. And I say, brother, please. And he looks at me. He backhands me. And he sends me in this spiral. Well, he winds up knocking me down on my knees. When that part comes, he had backhanded me and knocked me to the floor, And men and women, we talk about domestic violence. A lot of people don't realize that there are 30% of our men that are abused.
Wow.
And many times when the stories come out, it's always about the women. It's always about the women. Ladies, don't get it twisted. I got you heart and soul, verbal abuse, physical abuse. But what we're talking about is some of our men. 30% of our men are domestically abused, whether verbal or physical, by women. And this causes some of them to become who they are. And when they become these abusers, some of them are raised like that. Others subjected to that out of relationships. And this is some of the reasons why, not giving you men any excuse for hitting and slapping women and doing the things you're doing out there, not acceptable. But this is some of the cause behind it in my studies. And many of my followers know that I do domestic violence outreach for our men and women and children. And in my studies, this is what I learned. So when I wrote that musical, and I did that piece, I wanted in that moment, and I will say it a million times, to give to it what you give it. In my fear each production, because we did it for 3 months running, was that cotton was going to come loose and I was going to choke on the cotton while I'm crying and singing at the same time, But we got through it and we made our point, our statement of what it was. And so I wanted to share with you that although A Change Is Going to Come was written, Sam Cooke sung it, he breathed life into it, God took it and spent it, and we did all these great, wonderful things with it. It means so much to so many different people on so many different levels. And there was not a dry eye in the audience.
Yep. Same when I did a play by Jerry Jonah, and I played Sam Cooke, and LaWanda Page played the woman. She was played in Sanford and Son. Aunt Esther played. I forgot about that. I just brought it up as. And the thing is, when you know how funny she is, so when they started doing the play, and then when she kills me and hits me in the head with something, she said something like, you know how she used to do on Fred Sanford, take that sucker, and she was funny, and the audience was laughing. Well, after a couple of performances, I didn't think that honored Sam Cooke. It was making laughing about his death, the way he died violently. So I had to go to the producer, the director, Jerry Jonah, and I said, hey man, I love LaWanda Page. She's given a lot, but I just can't make his death, something funny.
Right.
And so I guess he went and told her, and this is when I knew she was professional. LaWanda Page, rest in peace. She came and she said, "Young man," she's like, "You're right." And so we did it totally different. We didn't want the audience laughing about the way he died, and she changed it up, and
Yes.
it was.
You have to have that respect for it, and from Malcolm X to Regina King's new piece, it gives you a whole new light about what Sam Cooke was about. And what he did, you know, and Malcolm X.
He started his company, SAR. He started before Berry Gordy even started Motown, so he was headed in the right direction. He had Bobby Womack and his brothers, the Valentinos. He had Johnny Taylor. He had a couple of more acts that he was writing hits for. So he was about to really, really blow up, as they say, in the music business. And before he did it, he was killed. And,
Interesting.
Yeah, he was a businessman. Very wonderful businessman. Yep.
Well, thank you for taking time to sing. A Change Is Going to Come for us, and that whole rendition.
Thank you.
And what you did.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going to sing it now so Grady can see how I sang. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. I'm not going to sing it. But I did sing it, you know. But that main part, then I go to my brother. Yeah. You know. Yeah. I'd sing that. You know, can I sing that with y'all? Can we do that part?
Then I go
to my brother,
and I say, brother,
please.
And he winds up
just knocking me
back down on my
knees, and
every time that I thought
I couldn't last for long,
but now I think I'm able to carry on.
Carry it on.
Sing, girl. It's been a long time coming,
but I know
well, Lord, a change gonna come.
Yeah.
And oh,
yes it is. I was expecting him to keep singing it. I was going to sing under him. He's leaving me out there in the field. I'm not on stage right now with all of you.
Unrehearsed. This is how we have fun, you guys.
We're having fun. We love Sam Cooke. We love Jackie Wilson.
Yeah.
We love that all of you are chiming in. Carnita.
Yes, Carnita.
Pete,
hey, baby. Hey, Pete.
Stanley.
Hey, Stanley.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for chiming in. We
Carnita came to your Soul Gold show with me.
Oh, yeah,
she
Carnita,
sure did.
Yeah.
She posted some of the pictures from back when.
Hello, dear.
Yes. So those of you just chiming in, it's Let's Talk About It with Minnie Foxx, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, our social media. I need you to go subscribe.
Subscribe, Beans.
Follow, like, share. Shake it
so
up.
Give a dose. Give a dose.
Trying to jump at me. We gonna toast.
That'll make him Thanks,
now for our Kodak moment, we always
What's that?
We always do our toast.
Oh, nice.
He's ahead of me with it. But we do the toast, so we put it in the camera like that so we can see it later. Post. Cheers.
We love you guys.
Cheers. Okay, here's cheers for our single shots later. Hold it up.
Gotta hold it up?
In the camera.
Up What's that all about?
Up above your head.
Above my head?
Bam. Tilted like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so they can see the pearls.
See the pearls.
Minnie Foxx.
Minnie
Foxx. Always blinging, huh? I want to be like you when I grow up.
You want to be like me when you grow up? So, Grady Harrell.
Yes.
Some of the ladies were asking me earlier, and I said I would throw this question in. Here we go, ladies.
Oh, boy.
Matter of fact, where my fan? Let me hide behind my fan so that when I say this,
the question
it's like,
that bad?
Oh, God. Come on, Grady, you can get back here. Grady Harrell. Don't hide your face, just hide your lips. The ladies want to know.
They want to know.
Are you single?
Yes, I'm single.
Grady is single.
Yeah, I'm single. Yeah, but I ain't trying to. I'm I'm enjoying my singleness because I was married for years,
Yes.
and so now I'm just chilling and you know, having a good time, just enjoying singleness, taking care of my 81-year-old mother. Shout out to Evelyn, and my brother and I are you know, taking care of moms and just recording and serving my God, Jehovah God. That's what I love doing. Yeah, so
Wow.
I don't have time for no relationship anyway.
Okay.
Yep, I don't have time.
Okay. Well, you know, you see, when you said that, let me tell you what you did.
What?
Y'all ready for this? Grady said he was single. The lights went out.
I know.
That's what happened. I was like,
the lights went out.
the lights went out. Grady said, I'm single.
Lean it over this way. Lean it.
We were hiding.
Uh-huh.
We were
That's
hiding.
funny.
Hiding. You know, there y'all go right there.
out.
There
Okay.
y'all go. We were
See
hiding
something.
behind the
Lean it over.
fan. Hiding behind this fan right here. Ladies, ask your questions for Grady Harrell so he can chime in to see what's going on.
Yes. Any
Grady was
question? Uh-huh. Yep.
Grady was hiding. And Grady, when I did like this, you said, I'm single. I did like this, the light said,
The lights
poof.
went out. That's right. That's right.
Oh, where my light?
What's wrong with being single? Single's a
You
wonderful
are
thing.
an amazing man.
Mike,
You are
of
an
course.
amazing man.
Thank you.
And what we want women to understand, that when they meet a man like this, what happens when a man like this, one that is worthy, that has given his heart and soul to the world, one that has been able to challenge and love and give and love and respect and give and love, raise children,
Yep.
loved a few women in your life, life continues
And
to
some great love.
move on a spindle.
Yep.
So what's going to happen is that you're going to have some amazing things come in your life right now.
Thank you.
The world's going to open up. You're going to be back performing. I'll be back center stage like I always was.
Definitely.
Coming up on stage, getting my spotlight with Grady once in a while. I'm like, ooh, I get to sing with Grady. So, but this
Yeah,
year,
looking forward
and you
to
all
that.
are my witnesses, Carnita and Stanley, Pete, all of y'all that checked in, Lee. Oh yeah, and your main guy that said, "Hey brother," here,
Ray, yeah.
Terrence, JJJ, all of y'all that checked in, you are my witness that I'm saying to Grady right now. We in 2021,
Yeah.
Las Vegas getting ready to open up and do some great things, and
Yeah.
I heard through the grapevine that Grady is working on some things of mine.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh,
Always
I heard
working.
it.
I mean, I feel like being an artist, you always have to be working and trying to find that next job. It's already hard enough being an artist, so you have to have, I always tell my sons, you have to have 3 or 4 irons in the fire.
Right.
So right now, I'm working on a lot of different things, and so, yeah.
Yeah. But my heard it through the grapevine that I was getting into was the fact that Grady getting ready to do some things. And as y'all being my witness, Grady, look in there. You know, look in the camera. I get to perform with Grady this year.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Because I heard you've been working on some stuff and you got a girl in there. That girl going to need an understudy sometimes because she might get a little tired.
Yeah,
You
well,
know, so I need to learn her lines and everything so I can step in.
That'll be numero uno. I love
Numero
it.
uno.
Really?
And see, you know, the chops are coming back.
Yo, good.
I put the music career on hold for a little bit, but the day that I got to perform with Jeffrey Osborne changed my life.
Yeah, it set the fire up
He was
under you.
amazing.
Huh? Oh,
He
wasn't
was.
it? Jeffrey's so incredible, man.
He was
mean,
so
woo!
cool.
Yes.
Right here in Vegas,
One of my
at the
favorites.
Orleans. He was in concert.
I love his concerts.
They were passing that microphone around. I was center stage.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna let
How
a
did that
microphone
feel?
pass me.
How did that feel?
It was great because he was like, "You ready?" He said, "And 1, 2, 3. Can you woo woo woo?
Oh, yeah.
Can you woo woo woo? Can you woo woo? Can you woo woo woo? Should be mine tonight." I was, "Oh, Jeffrey."
Oh, yeah. I know. That
Jeffrey.
was...
We
that
have
was,
fun.
Yeah, history making. I
We
love
have
it.
fun. And
Yeah,
I was so excited. He was such a phenomenal performer.
Yeah, he's incredible. Ever since LTD. And I was back in love
Again.
I get mixed emotion. Oh man, Jeffrey is non-stop history making.
Jeffrey's nonstop. So Grady, this is the point in our show where I like to ask you: do you want to give a shout out to some of your friends and family that are watching? We are live on all the social media right now, and I just want to
all those who enjoy my music: Katakuna, Lori House, like I said, Chris Dixon, Ray Stewart, Debonair, Pete Peterkin. Man, it's just so many people who, all the Dorsey High School. Dorsey Dons, we're number one.
That's
Dorsey
right.
Dons for life.
Crenshaw.
And Anita Ome, all and her family, and all my dear Jehovah's Witness brothers and sisters all over the world. I love you guys, and it's just so many people that I love. Mickey Howard and my dude. It's just so many, man. It's being put on the spot, knowing so many. Howard Hewitt and Jeffrey Daniel and
Howard,
all my beautiful people, Jody Watley and Carolyn Griffin and Carolyn Griffey and Curly, my little Curly in Atlanta, my dude Polo in Atlanta, my son Grady baby the third, all my babies, Cheyenne, Jacob, Kirby, Winter, I can go on and on, Jackie, Autumn, it's like, now you clouded me. Oh man, it's just Kirby, Giovanni, and all my grandbabies. It just goes on and on.
Yeah, you got a granddad now. That's right.
9 times over.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got 9 grandbabies.
I told y'all history in the making.
Yeah, man.
Father, entrepreneur.
Jason Sutherland, Jr. So many. I love you guys.
Yes.
Yep. So.
Now you named a few people that I know.
Who's that?
Jody Watley, Howard Hewitt.
We all went to high school together. We went to Dorsey High. Jody and Jeffrey and me. And
did you?
Dorsey High School in California, Los Angeles.
I've been mistaken for Jody a few times.
I can see that.
I actually met her.
Yes.
She's amazing. You're an amazing woman, Jody Watley. You did for
She's a bad
the
girl.
era that you were bringing the women into
she's
the
still
circle.
bad. Jeffrey,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
she
Jody's
is.
still doing her thing. She's incredible.
Her.
Yeah,
I see her out there. She's doing some phenomenal things.
That's what we do. You just don't be doing it when you're younger. It gets better when you get older and you know how to entertain to a point where you don't have to tire yourself out. It's just the voice and the audience, and you know how to make people feel at home, because this music that we're in, it just makes us feel at home, and I love it, So shout out to Jody. Keep doing your thing, girl.
Jody Watley, keep doing your thing.
Man.
And I love being represented and compared to beautiful, strong women, and you were one of them. And it was interesting because Blair Underwood thought I was you on Venice Beach, and that's kind of how that started.
Wow.
He came up and gave me a big hug, and, hey, Jody, and I'm like, okay, I'm not Jody, but I'm hugging Blair Underwood. Right. Who cares? Who cares?
Yeah.
And then when he pulled away, he goes, you're not Jody.
Yeah, but keep hugging me, though, Blair. Don't matter.
Blair, don't matter. And it's interesting because later in years, Blair's son and my son went to the same acting school, so we had a love laugh about that.
Your son Norvell.
My son Norvell, yes, and Howard Hewitt is doing some great things.
Yeah, Howard's always on the go. He's always got that beautiful voice, and he's always doing his thing. So
Howard and I were tied together by Michael Stennis, beloved Michael Stennis.
I used to play Pop Warner football with Michael Stennis. He was our quarterback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing,
man. Michael Stennis. Rest in peace, Mike.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we are here at Mini Foxx Live.
Yes.
And we're talking about Grady Harrell today. Sir Grady Harrell. King Grady Harrell. Duke Grady Harrell. Mr. Grady Harrell. Phenomenal, international, worldwide Grady Harrell. Las Vegas own Grady Harrell. So you know that he's out there doing what he does.
Yeah.
Music is carried in the spirit. As Stevie Wonder said, music is the key to the soul. Yeah. And I know you have a very special connection to Stevie Wonder. So go on and sing one of the little songs that you love about Stevie Wonder.
Well, let me just tell the backstory about this.
Just take the backstory. Yep,
so
you got it.
The backstory is I did these demos with a friend of mine, Nathan Watts and James Allen. We were doing it at Tina Turner's house, and took those to RCA Records, and that's when I got my record deal. And we got Stevie Wonder on board to produce 2 tunes. You can listen to them on YouTube. And one of my favorites on that is called If Ever. And it goes like, I'd sing you a song without a word. Still you would hear my tune. Give you a day without a time, so it won't end too soon. Oh, anything I would do, and that really is my point of view. If ever, my darling, in my life I ever had a chance to love you. Stevie wrote that, and I was in the studio all night with him. He's like at the computer, and I fell asleep on the floor. So he sings in such a high range. He wrote this song, If Ever. And so he slaps me on the head about 4 or 5 in the morning in New York. And he's like, okay, get up and do your vocal. And I'm like, at 5 o'clock in the morning? I can't. So I'm trying to go in the studio. That song I just sang,
Yes.
I sing you a song. Stevie's like, get out of there. Let me show you how to do
Get outta
it.
here.
So he came in and he gave me a reference vocal. Okay. And just being with Stevie those 2 weeks in New York was incredible. And I just hate that RCA didn't promote that song. And the one I did with Tyler Collins, I did a song called You and Me. And it's on YouTube under my Come Play With Me album for RCA. But it's like they didn't promote that beautiful song that Stevie wrote. So that's the business, though.
Stevie is another man of history.
Yeah.
The amazing music that he has produced, directed, written, that has given so many artists so many opportunities. The young people are sampling his music. He was a turning point in my life when I met him. Yeah. And there's only a handful of people that actually made me a groupie when I met them. And Stevie was one of them.
Yep.
I met him at actually his birthday party many years ago.
Yeah.
And to have Stevie Wonder in front of me, and he was someone that I looked up to as a young person. There I am, like
Who
22.
didn't look up to Steve?
Yeah, so I'm like 22, and I'm going, and I literally, you could run me over with a truck. I was just frozen. And when he touched my face, he asked permission first, and he touched my face, and he told me that I reminded him of Minnie Riperton, which was very dear to his heart. Man. And I was like, oh, I got to end with Stevie Wonder, what, you know? And it just blew me away. Yeah. When he came to Las Vegas, he performed at MGM Park. Yep. There wasn't a dry eye in the theater when he sang a rendition of the Beatles, and everybody was like,
well, you could work it. We could work it out.
No, he sang, I can't think of the name of it right now. It left me. But it was one of the Beatles' top songs, The Way You Look at Life, something about The Way You Look at Life or something. And he was crying.
It's very short, and there's no time.
Wasn't that one? But it's a little slower. But as you can see, Grady knows all the songs, and he can just hit them. Yeah. But this song was so amazing, and it was about the way you look at life. It was one of the Beatles songs. I can't think of it right now. Yeah. But the cameras are huge in that theater. And it's like a 3,500-seat theater. It's huge. Yeah. And there wasn't an empty seat. When he sang that, the cameras got right in his face. Yeah. And he was crying. Wow. And the way he was crying, so it overcome the people loving.
Yes, Lennon's song. Imagine all the people. Yes, imagine.
Imagine, He was singing that, and it was just, the cameras backed up off him, and his tears were streaming, and you could see his backup artists, they were singing, they were crying, and then at one point, the band took over, because he was so overcome by his tears. And he stated that although he's blind, he doesn't want to see the world the way he hears that it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the pain and the emotion behind how he sung that song. Yeah. It was just, and I'm looking around the audience, because, you know, I'm a looky loot. I was looking, and people were crying, and people next to me was crying. I was crying. Everybody was crying. It was just amazing. Just amazing.
Stevie, he can move a crowd, that's for sure.
So we're coming to the end of our show. I don't want to say goodbye. Tito, can you pass me a tissue?
Somebody say Tito's? No.
Tito, give me a tissue. Give me a tissue. Tissue, Tito.
We'll do it again. Definitely.
I want Grady to leave. Don't leave me, Grady,
This
don't
has
leave
been
it.
fun. Yeah.
Okay, on a real tip, 38 years of knowing you and watching you become who you are today. And you watch me too. I didn't do too bad.
Of course.
But we were like 18 and 22. And
Youngsters.
we were just
Yeah.
in Hollywood. We didn't take no for an answer.
Having ourselves
We knew how to
a
shake
ball.
hands.
Yep.
No casting couch, none of
Yep.
that. We were just diehard for our heart and
Yes.
soul. Of what moved us
Yeah.
was our music. The
Hanging at
music that
Carlos
was
and
in
Charlie's
us.
and Maverick's
Yes,
Flat and
all the performing places.
total experience.
Yes.
Man.
So as we're closing out, we want to say to you, go check out Baby Mellow at hotmail.com.
Well, that's
Baby
my
Mellow.
email address. But
Yes,
they
we
can
know
look.
that.
Okay, yeah.
If it's at
yeah,
gmail.com.
that's right.
Yeah.
And Hotmail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all already know everybody that I bring on want to direct and do. I just let them
No.
go. It's okay. Everybody do it.
All
They
right,
come
let me
on.
just,
My team be laughing
sorry
because they like,
about
oh, there they go again.
I forgot you was a control freak.
It's okay. Oh, put that glass down.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, you just a businesswoman.
Yes,
who
we a businesswoman.
knows how to get things
That's
done.
right.
I got to
And
give her
as
props.
we getting things done,
Yep.
we want people to go to Baby Mellow Hotmail at Gmail. Right, Grady?
Yes.
Tell him what you're doing, where you are. We talking corporate gigs,
Yeah. Everything.
weddings.
Do it all. Yeah.
Yes, but you know, it's all in love
Yeah.
in what we do
That's
and
right.
how we do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you want to go to YouTube and
Yeah,
check
Grady
him out.
Harrell. Yep.
Grady Harrell.
Uh-huh. Yep. Got
And
a lot of
it
fun
was
things on YouTube.
HARRELL.
That's right.
That is Grady Harrell.
Uh-huh.
Grady Harrell.
Yeah.
That's right. It's HARRELL. Grady Harrell. Grady Harrell. Grady Harrell.
Yeah, man.
Grady,
Stop on
this
by.
is Master Music Mix. For the month of March, you're going to have the pleasure of singing Happy Birthday to the March Babies.
I don't sing happy birthday.
Do your rendition.
But March babies, I wish you well. I wish you well.
Yeah, and we always say Happy Birthday to the March Babies.
Well, go on and say it.
No, you.
No, I
guest?
I don't.
You know?
I don't.
mean Grady said he don't sing. You gonna hum
sing
it?
happy birthday.
Can you
No, I
hum
don't
it?
sing. I don't hum happy birthday either.
Okay.
It's just my. You know.
Okay.
I
So
just-
say Happy Birthday your way.
Oh, I don't. I just say I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Okay.
say
So March Babies.
Hey Val. Hey Val. That's Will's best friend Val Mosley.
Hey
Love
Val
you,
Mosley, thank you for checking in.
Yeah.
And Marisol loves checking out all of our performers that come on. She's an
nice.
amazing dresser.
Oh, Marisol. Hey.
Marisol.
Thank you for supporting Minnie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Okay, so happy birthday, March Babies. Life spins on a dime. Dimes are a dime a dozen. But if you reach into your heart and soul and find out what your power within is, then you too will always be amazing when you become amazing for yourself. Remember that this is Ladies Month, Women's Month,
Shout out
March
to all
Month,
the ladies.
and the shout out to all the ladies.
man.
Yes?
Yep.
So as we're bringing it home, we're going to take you back to one of your favorite songs, and we're
Oh,
going
one
to
of
have
my
some fun
favorites.
singing that. Yes? And hey. Oh.
Hey, hey. Hey, hey. My heart is crying, crying. Only teardrop. My pillow never dry up. Lonely teardrop. Come home, come home. Just say you will, say you will, say you will. Hey, hey. My heart is crying, crying, only teardrop. Ooh, my pillow never dry up, lonely teardrop. All right, come home, come home. Just say you will, say you will, say you will. Yeah, baby.
This has been the Mini Fox. Let's talk about it live with GRADY HARRELL. Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Thank you for checking in. And please subscribe. Like, share, follow. Tell everyone that you saw GRADY HARRELL on the Mini Fox Live. Bigger things to come. Blessings. And this is where we get our Kodak moment.
Every day that you've been gone away, you know my heart does nothing but burn, crying, lonely tears dry. I feel love never dry up, lonely tears dry. Come home, come home. Just say you will, say you will, say you will. Hey, hey. Say it right now, baby. Come on, come on. Say that you. Say it right now, baby. Yeah, come on, come on. Yeah, come on right on back. Please, baby. Help me out, Minnie. Hey, 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 hey. One more time.
Leave him with that one. That's what our show.
I love you.
Thank you for checking in.
Bye, you guys.